In this lesson, we will learn real life graphs. So the graphs are used to find the estimation or some read of values. For example, rather than calculating something, you just put the value on the x-axis, you can find the value on the y-axis. Immediately you know. So you can find the gradient of the line or curve has particular meaning, or y-intercepts where the y is intercepting on the x-axis. So those give some information about what is happening. So normally you draw the graphs for some functions. Then using that graph you can find the values. So the graph is a given. The graph is given and it's telling you can buy 20 liters of petrol for 23 pounds, or 15 pounds can buy 13 liters. By looking at this one, you can find other information. So the gradient, the change in y over change in x is a gradient. So you need to get 2 points. Just put 0, 0, 20, 23. Then the y change is 23 and the x change is 20. Therefore 1.15 is the gradient. So the units of the axis help give the gradient a meaning. So what is the change in y and what is the change in x? That's only given by the units. Here the y is the cost, x is the liters. So the change in y over change in x is change in cost over change in liters. So that means the cost is in pounds. Therefore change in pounds over change in liters. So the gradient is give us the pound per liter information. So pound per liter is 1.15. So the gradient shows the cost per liter. So if the graph crosses the vertical axis at 0, 0, so this is known as the intercept. It shows that if you buy 0 liters, it will cost 0 pounds. But in some graphs, the graph may cut on the y-axis not other than 0. So that means there may be some fixed cost involved in it. Then only the graph starting it. So in this case, if you don't buy anything, you don't need to pay anything. In some cases, you may need to pay even if you don't buy it. Say for example, if a gas engineer visits your house, whether he's doing a job or not, you may need to pay something for his visit. That's where that sort of graphs will cut the x-axis. The intercept won't be 0. So this is another graph where the graph is not going through 0, 0. The line is starting around 7. In the y-axis, it's cutting at 7. So this graph represents the cost of hiring a ladder for various number of days. So by looking at this one, you can find the gradient. So get to any 2 points. Get to any 2 points. In this case, we are taking 2 points, 1, 10. The other point is 9, 34. By using these 2 points, we can find the gradient. So gradient is equal to change in y over change in x. That is 34 minus 10 over 9 minus 1. Therefore, the gradient is 3. So this will give us the pounds per day. That is the y-axis is the pounds. Then the x-axis is the days. So the gradient gives us the day rate. That is 3 pounds per day. But where it's cutting the y-axis, giving the fixed cost. So here the fixed cost plus 3 is going to be the cost. So if you're hiring it for 3 days, then you have to multiply the per day, that is 3 pounds. So you have to pay 3 into 3, 9 pounds plus the fixed cost of 7 pounds. So you'll be paying 16 pounds. So that's the way the graph used to estimate values.